better leave me alone before I buy your radio station and send you home.
Wendy Williams, experience.
Okay, so I have a recorded phone call that I did with Tyra Banks from yesterday, and I'm going to play that for you in a few moments. The show was virtually over at that particular point, so I said I'll save it for you. But at first, I wanted to let you know. Anyway, let's roll yesterday's behind-the-scenes phone call with Tyra. She called. She wasn't able to call during the show, so I taped. All right, press the button. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, we're still waiting for Tyra?
She's just finishing her call with her mother, actually.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Okay. What are we on the set right now at the show?
Yeah.
She's in her dressing room, actually, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm. Are we taping it in a break and then you can air it later?
Yes. So let me ask you, you just finished taping, so she calls and talks to her mother about the show that just happened, or is it an emotional moment? What kind of call is that?
She talks to her mother all the time. So.
Yeah. Her mother frequents the show so far. I've seen a few episodes with her mom in there. Mm-hmm. I like that. So who are you, her publicist?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Kim, her publicist, yeah.
Oh, how you doing? How long have you worked with her?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm the publicist for the Tyra Banks show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you like your job?
I love it.
Yeah, what show did you come from? Because a lot of times when they do talk shows, they bring people from old shows or whatnot.
Oh, I've been on doing publicity for like 5 years. I used to do personal publicity and everything. So.
Yeah, who have you worked? Who have you worked for that we already know?
Are we interviewing right now, or
no? I'm just there. I'm just waiting.
I'm impressed.
Sorry, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, no, because I'm figuring you don't just come from no background to handle the Tyra Banks experience, because that's a lot of work. So, like, have you done like Ellen or Montel or whatnot? I
did Sharon Osbourne, which was pretty cool. So.
Oh, that's nice. Were you her publicist just for the show or for her whole?
I was just a publicist for the show. Yeah.
So that job lasted all of 5 minutes.
Kim, you ready? Tyra's ready.
Tyra's ready? Great.
Oh,
hello.
Terrific. Hey, Tyra, it's Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
How are you?
I'm so good.
So we've never met before. I saw you at a party years ago when you used to date John Singleton.
No, I met you on the red carpet at an event.
Oh, that's right. No, stop. That's right. I was asking you about Chris Webber. You said, no, Wendy, stop.
Yeah.
Don't ask me that.
My friend, my stylist, Wendy, you don't understand. She's the biggest fan of you. She, never is around me during my interviews, but she's in the room right now. Her name is Q, and she's flipping out that I'm talking to you on the phone right now.
Wow.
Say hi, Q. Hi, Wendy. I love you.
Hi, Q. So now, Tyra, the phone call that you just placed to your mother, I'm just a little curious. I understand you just finished taping. Was it an emotional show and you had to weigh in with your mom?
Wait, just right now?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's some of my shows are emotional. I had an emotional one today, and then my next one is going to be fun.
Yeah. So what were you and your mom talking about?
Look at you, all up in my business.
I mean,
we were actually talking about the show, and then we were talking about the Victoria's Secret fashion show.
Yeah, because that's when we're finally going to meet. You're going to come in the studio when you come to New York for the Victoria's Secret fashion show.
Oh, I didn't know that. Is that planned?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know.
Well, yeah, because I don't want to give you the full interview right now because we're going to be in business.
The phone is acting crazy right now.
No, that was Goose. He knocked the phone, and so now we're back normal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So anyway, so when you come to New York, what is that, in December?
It's in November. It's in a week.
It's in 1 week. Okay. So they said that you only have a certain period of time, but you're going to come over to the studio here on Park Avenue.
We said we're going to try and work it out.
Oh. Come on, Tyra.
I'm going to try. Wendy, you know what I do? I'm coming in on a red eye.
Okay.
So I'm doing the fashion show and leaving right after the fashion show. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to be able to come, but I can try.
So then I might as well not lose this moment. I might as well just talk to you now.
Yeah, because it's tight. I don't even get to sleep in New York.
So how much advice on your show is Oprah giving you? I know that you guys are great friends, and I used to love when you'd go on her and do the look for less. I love that you were cheap.
Thank you. I still am very cheap. I'm trying to learn to spend money because, for taxes, you can't just keep everything.
And now you're making so much, exactly.
So I'm learning to spend. But no, Oprah has been a very big part of me doing this, because a while ago she told me that she thought that I could do this, and that's like a very big compliment coming from her.
Uh-huh.
And I had the best training ground from her. Of course, she's the best in the business. So for her to, for me to be on her show for 2 seasons like that was the best training.
And so for the show, you've done some very interesting things, including I love the Paris Hilton dress up. I can't wait to see the fat suit show. I know that comes on next week, where you put on the fat suit and you walk around town. Tell me what that was like, putting that on and the reception that you got from people?
Well, it was crazy. I was actually at breakfast with a bunch of my friends, and we were sitting around just talking about a bunch of stuff. It was different races. There was an Asian, black, and white friends. And they started talking about people that are obese, and they started talking about it in such a negative way. Mm-hmm. And I was like, do you hear yourselves? If you guys were talking about race in the way that you're talking about somebody that's obese, you'd be having a knockdown, drag-out fight at this table right now.
Right.
And why is obesity the almost one of the last accepted forms of discrimination that you can discriminate and make fun of people in public? And I was like, you know what? I'm doing a show about this.
Yeah.
And then I thought about it even further, and I was like, you know what? I want to experience it because I've never experienced that, of course. But the difference is I did the experiment, and it was definitely one of the most heart-wrenching days of my life, because as soon as I stepped out of the car, people were there was this group of people that were 10 feet away from me, and they were pointing and laughing and staring at me, and they were right in my face.
So now, is this going to lead to you doing like a weight loss show where you help girls lose weight? Like, what's your spin on this?
You know what? I haven't really thought about where I'm going to take it. I'm going to see what the response is. The response is already so big, and I haven't even aired the show yet.
Do you still have your Camp Tyra or Tyra's?
Yeah, my T-Zone camp. Yeah,
that's right, because you mentioned that on the show. How long have you had that?
I've had T-Zone for 5 years.
So now you're finished with Victoria's Secret. I was gossiping about that the other week. Do I have it correct? You're just so busy right now, and this is going to be your last Victoria's Secret fashion show. Now, will you still be doing the catalog?
No, I'm retiring from modeling.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is like my last catwalk ever.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, I'm totally retiring from modeling. And it's not because I'm so busy right now. What it is, Wendy, is I've always had a plan. Uh-huh. I've always had a plan and knew that modeling couldn't be something that I could do forever.
Yeah.
And so I planned for the end at the beginning. And when I was 18 years old, I knew I wanted to do a talk show.
So where's the end of, because you see the talk show, I guess, can go on for a while. You seem to be getting a good reception. Quite frankly, I thought that you'd be canceled almost as soon as you came on, but you managed to turn it around. And don't take that in a bad way. I
don't take it in a bad way.
I'm just being honest, but you seem to have turned it around. I find myself, watching, you do the relationships. I hated the license, the picture license show.
Everybody loved that.
Oh God, that was so painful. But you have turned it around, and I see that there's a place for the Tyra Banks show. How long is America's Next Top Model going to go on?
I'm not sure how long America's Next Top Model is going to go on. I thought it would be around for 1 or 2 seasons, and now we're filming our 6th season now.
Wow.
5 is on television right now, but we're actually in production for 6.
Wow. Jeez.
Yeah.
And so, do you ever talk to some of the girls? Like, I think Takara is a perfect representative of America's Next Top Model.
I love Takara. She touches my heart. She's come on this show. She's like a correspondent for the Tyra show.
Yeah.
So she's come on this show, and you're going to see a whole bunch more of her. So I keep in touch with her. I keep in touch with a lot of the girls.
Now, have you been out with Henry and Eva yet?
You know what? I haven't necessarily hung out with them, but I went to the what was that? Some award show, and they sat next to me at the award show. They look really sweet.
Did you see her ring?
No, I haven't seen any of that.
She got the engagement ring. It's 5 carats. It's fabulous.
I'm not sure if that's true, if they're engaged. I don't know about that.
They're in love.
Definitely that, but I don't know about engaged.
Well, all right, so let's talk about your love life.
Well, let me tell you something, though, Wendy, because my friend said that you said that you're a friend, that I'm your friend in your head.
You are.
I love that.
Here's the thing. When you became a friend in my head in a weird kind of way, I mean, we're not best friends in my head, but you're a friend in my head because you're cheap.
Oh.
And I loved your time. You'd go on Oprah and you would talk about how, you go to Targets and this is what you get and this is how you do it. Because, whether you have a talk show, America's Next Top Model, or you're just a model, you've had a very moneyed career.
Yeah, but I don't really look at my career as that. I look at more of the achievements as opposed to the money. Which the money I just kind of save and put away and share with my family. But monetary things don't get me excited.
Which I love, and I also like your relationship with your mother.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like that a whole lot. But let's talk about your love life.
Okay.
Okay, so are you in love?
I don't really talk about that too much, but what I tend to talk about more is like past stuff. Because if I say I'm single, everybody's going to be like, oh, and then they're going to see me with somebody else and be like, oh, she's with this one, she's with that one. Or if I say that I'm with somebody, then they're going to try to track down that. So I feel like it's kind of like a no-win situation.
Yeah. So you might as well spill it.
I know you would love that, wouldn't you, Wendy?
Yes.
Because then I'd be your best friend in your head.
So, all right. Let's talk about John Singleton.
What about him? Wendy, you're just going way back.
Well, he's a friend to the show. He just came here about 2 months ago. He explained that he has 5 kids with 5 different babies' mothers. Oh. Did he have all that going on when you were dating him?
No, I was 19 years old when I dated him.
All naive?
That was a long time ago. He's a good guy, though. I can't really speak for that, but he's still a good guy, and he's still close to my family. My mom loves him still.
So apparently he never beat you.
What?
Just asking.
Of course not. I've never been hit by a guy ever in my life, and he has never hit a woman.
Just asking. So you and Ananda, if you're in a party together, do you say hello to her and flip your hair in her face? Do you splash champagne on her, or do you just avoid?
Why would I be mean to her?
Well,
Wendy?
It's that whole Chris Webber thing.
Oh, God. I don't think there's a rivalry with her.
Well, can you just break that down, since that's a past thing? You're no longer involved with him.
Yes.
Can we talk about that?
He's good. That's a good man. He's a sweet man. You can tell by his smile. He's a good guy. It just didn't work out for us, but he's a good, sweethearted, kind man.
Was he cheating on you with Ananda?
Wendy, this is not the interview that I wanted to have.
But
I have no idea what that man was doing behind my back or in front of my face, but he's a good guy. He's a really, really good guy, but I don't cheating, and I've never even thought about that.
How long were you guys together?
Wendy?
Huh?
This ain't got nothing to do with my talk show. But I love you because you're really good at what you do, because you know how to get answers out of people.
No, but listen,
you know how to do it, Wendy.
I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something about that talk show. The talk show is fueled off stuff like this. People, these days, celebrities, you can be the best singer, you can be the best talk show host, but you become a big bore if people don't know more about you. Like, what is your panty of choice? Do you prefer thongs, briefs, or nothing at all?
I love you, Wendy.
Really?
I love you so much, but I've been around for a long time, and I've never really had to talk about that. And you've been around a long time too, Wendy.
And I still do, and welcome to the experience.
Exactly.
So look, you and Chris, how come you broke up?
Wendy, I'm not going to talk about all that.
The implant thing? Oh. This is only my personal opinion. You did a good job with that. I still believe they're implants.
Oh, I'm so sorry that you believe that.
It's okay.
Yeah, and I knew some people would believe that, even though they saw my breast really to my navel. But I know a lot of people would believe that, but that doesn't bother me anymore. It would have bothered me before I did it, but after I've done it, it's like, you know what? I did it, and I don't believe that you believe that they're fake. I think you're just saying that for the radio.
No,
I honestly, no matter what you tell me.
No, I have implants, and I've gotten them replaced after 7 years, and I know that they do swing pendulously. And
no, they do not.
Wendy,
they so do not, and you know that.
No.
You know that. Because you've talked about plastic surgery so much. The first time I ever heard you on the radio was a couple of years ago in New York City, years ago, and you were talking very openly about plastic surgery. So
I love it. I love it.
That.
Yeah,
You're shock-jocking right now.
I love it. Do you get Botox?
You're shock-jocking.
Do you Botox?
Oh, no, I don't need that. We're black.
Hey, look at Jasmine Guy.
We're black, Wendy. We don't need that.
Good black does crack.
But Wendy, I gotta go run and do my other show. But
any more music in the future?
No, I don't know. We'll see. We'll definitely see. I had to decide between that and the talk show, and I had to decide which one I was better at. And I'm much better at doing a talk show than singing. You got to leave that to the Whitney Houston and everybody. But one day I could possibly do something, but never on a big scale. Definitely never on a big scale.
Any more movies?
I definitely do want to produce movies and maybe star in them, but I'm really excited about my executive producing right now, so that's what I'm going to be concentrating on. But I got to go, Wendy. I got another
and
show
Janice
tape.
Dickinson.
I got another show tape. I love Janice, and I love you, Wendy, and you're a friend in my head now, too.
All right.
But I got to go. These people are killing me.
Goodbye.
Okay, bye.
It's Wendy, man.
I got slayed so well. Made me do things I don't even do to my husband.
Oh, my God! The Wendy Williams Experience.